All right. So we got a question, and I'm going to mute myself. We got a question from Chris. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to actually go on my screen and share my screen. We got a question from Chris Davis. Okay, I'm going to blow this up so you can see it a little bit better. Let's see, let's blow this stuff up a little bit better so that you can see it. Well, that was a little too big, so let's not do that. Okay, so Chris asked, what would you do in this specific flow, right? If someone inquires on a special for a certain day and it's outside of the time frame that they're in, right? And that's a good question, right? Now, I built this flow just off the cuff, right? I built it off the cuff. I didn't really build it per se for every single instance. I gave it, and again, I gave it to you for free, right? So I'm going to show you though, Chris, I'm going to show you just because, again, I tell you to come back and you know, give questions and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how I would do it, right? It's very much a valuable thing to understand. So if I can find my mouse, I'm going to do that. All right, so so he says, for example, if it was 9 a.m. on a Saturday, what would the flow do since before 11? Well, for one, you know, it's meant to actually indicate that the business that specific business isn't open at 9 a.m. But if you were wanting to, if somebody was inquiring about getting crab legs at 9 a.m. in the morning, and you wanted to give them an option, then you could. Also, how long would does the conversation stay open? The conversation stays open. They again, this is something you was intended to go on a website. So that then the person went on the website, and again, I'll show you. I'll just go to @PowerSoft, right? So that's again, that's what we use, right? We'll get this back online. We'll literally do this, right? We're going to run through this. Now I'm going to build, I'm still going to go through what I talked about before, but I'm going to build this and show you this, right? So now we're going to go to their website. Let's go to Rhinehart Specials. So I want to show you this. Okay. So if somebody went on their website and say, for instance, a little chat bot popped up right here, right? A little chat bot popped up, then they could come in to the chat bot and easily get an answer, right? Instead of going through and looking, you know, and don't get me wrong, it's just as simple as them going through looking at this. But if, let's just say they weren't on the specials, let's just say they were on the homepage, right? Because they Googled it, right? It's just going to show them the menu, right? So if they're just going to come in here and this is going to be, and it does say today's special on there. So they do a good job of that. Don't get me wrong. But if they just go to the menu, then you're just going to go to the menu, right? So again, if there was a little chat bot there, then it could add to that benefit. So, but to answer your question and go a little deeper, right? Because again, my phone just twisted. Okay, so to answer your question, go a little deeper. All right, so your question was, and part of that again. So I answered part of that, but again, when it comes down to it, let's say for instance, so if someone looks for a daily special, right? Daily specials today, it's Saturday, and if they come back tomorrow, Sunday, it's going to give it's okay. So is the flow gonna work, or would they have to delete the conversation? No, they would not have to delete the conversation. So let me reply to that again. they would not have to delete the conversation. The intent of what I showed the video was to be used as a chat growth tool on the website to help guide from a Google search. So I hope that answered your question. But I want to add more value to it, right? So somebody, he does have a good point here, right? Chris does have a valid, he has multiple points and multiple questions, but so I'm going to delete this one. Actually, no, it just simply add the features that you want, but I'm going to actually come in and add more value to this, because I'm going to easily say, so he has a valid point when he says, okay, what if they want a specific, what if they're curious about specials on a Saturday and it's a Monday, or specials on a Saturday and it's Friday, right? So it's a good point. It's a good point, right? So if they were to, what we can do is actually, you can duplicate what I would do. Here's what I would do. Okay. So if you're building a bot like this for a set person, that this one, this specific flow, right? This specific flow that we made, we're going to use this flow for a growth tool, right? We have the growth tool right here that we're going to put a customer chat on their website, right? We're going to put a customer chat on their website, the little widget on the bottom, right? If you've ever seen a little widget, it's a little growth tool that goes on the bottom. So we're not going to influence this. We could now, but I'm just going to show you how I would approach this, right? So I'm going to come in and I'm going to go back to my YouTube examples. Okay. I'm going to come in, I'm going to duplicate this. Okay. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to say rename, and then we're going to rename it. We're going to say Rhinehart Specials, and then we're going to say daily, like daily specials. Let's say daily specials Q&A. So we're going to start with our base, what we have, right? Okay, so we're going to start with the base, what we have. It's the same exact thing, right? Except we don't have our growth tools attached to it. You see that? We don't have any growth tools attached to it. So note, right? So in this instance, we're going to change. Okay, so we're going to change a couple things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to edit this. For one, I'm going to edit the back real quick, just real fast. And I'm going to say our specials, well, our specials on Monday, we can easily say that. Our specials on Monday are this. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll say the hours were between. We're going to change all the conditions. This is really simple. The way I was showing you was to show you the use of conditions. Now we're gonna completely change this. Is we're going to come in here and do a user. Okay, so we're going to do a user field. This user field would be what we want to call this, Rhinehart Specials. Rhinehart Specials. Actually, come in here, grab this Q&A, and then what we'll do is we'll go back into edit. We'll come in and edit this, and then this would be a basically a custom field. We'll have Rhinehart's Q&A, simple, right? We'll have that as what we can as a text. We can put that as a text. What we're going to do is we're going to have this as a multiple choice. Now I'm going to show you how to do this, right? So we're going to have it a multiple choice, okay? And then we're going to say, first one is going to be, we don't want to skip it, right? We don't care if we don't want them to skip. We want to say Monday. Okay, so that's Monday. And then we're going to have simply just go down days of the week, right? Tuesday, right? Done. Then we'll have Wednesday. And if my computer was typing, Wednesday, done. Okay. Thursday. Oh man, why is my computer like, or is it just me, right? I don't know, whatever. Either way. So Friday, and I'm doing it again. Friday. All right, so Saturday and Sunday, right? So, I mean, we're just going to have some options here. Saturday. Start typing. Cool. Saturday, and then we're just going to throw in Sunday. So now we're throwing Sunday. And what we're going to do is we're going to say we have specials all week long. What day of the week would you like to see our specials on? Our daily specials. Right, and then all you have to do is just simply select from below. And then have something like, you know, like a little call to action to kind of make them push below, right? And then we're going to delete this section right here because we no longer need it. Okay, so now they're going to go into this Q&A flow right here, right? So whatever answer we throw in here, right? Whatever answer that they select, we're going to put that in the custom value, right? We're going to put that into the condition that we're going to be looking for. So now we have our conditions up here again, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to link from our system, right? Make sure I'm on the right one. And what is easier to do is to come up here and just add this like this. So as soon as they reply, what it's going to do is it's going to take that. Oh, that's an action. I'm sorry. So we're going to come over here and add this as a condition, waiting on them. Go to the next step. So we're not going to have an action. I'm sorry. So that's why it looked like that. So it's still going to start down here. So we want to keep it uniformed, right? Keep it uniform. Same, almost the same exact thing. We're going to save time, save effort. All we're going to do is say, right? We're going to say this. We're going to come up here and we're going to say daily specials. What we're going to do is combine the two, though. That would be probably a better atmosphere. And while we do this, we're going to say, so we're going to kill this one. We're going to have this one come up here. We're going to actually get rid of this one as well. So what we can do is delete that one, come in here, and then we'll say this condition is going to be, let's just say, for instance, it could be in a value, has an any value, has whatever. In this instance, it's going to say is. What we're going to say is Monday. You can say if it's case sensitive or if it's not case sensitive. We don't really care if it's sensitive or case sensitive or not. In our case, it's a button they're going to push, right? So we know it's going to be case sensitive, or we know it's going to be uppercase. It doesn't really care though. We're not asking them to input. Then you're going to say Monday is. So now they're going to say right here Monday, and then it's going to give them the specials right here. So lunch is this, right? And then all we're going to do is say this for each one of these. We're going to come up here and do this. And we're going to come up here and do this. Ah, look at that. You see that hop out of that window? This is crazy. So we're going to come up here and just, yeah, I did it again. It's probably because I'm jumping buttons. So we're just going to add that in there. And then we're going to delete this. Right? We're going to add on to this. So Monday's lunch specials are here. We're going to say this. We're going to shorten this up a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the statement down here, up here. And then we're going to say, and our, okay, so right here, that makes good sense. So, so we'll separate that a little bit more, right? So it makes it that much easier. And then have this just like this, right? This would be the whole thing. And then you can just delete this. So then we'll just shorten all these up. And the same thing applies, right? So come up here, and this would be getting that custom field again, right? So I like to personally go in here and grab it. I think it's easier to grab it right here, just like this, and just come into this second one. Again, this is Tuesday, or this is Wednesday. Come into Tuesday, right? So come in Tuesday, delete, and then come into Tuesday, pop that in there, and then we're going to pick that, and is Tuesday, right? Okay, so that's done. So let's go ahead, before we edit anything else, let's go ahead and fix all our days. Because again, like I told you in the last video, work at one thing at a time, get everything finished so you know it works properly, right? This is going to be Wednesday, right? Pop that in there. That's Wednesday. This is Thursday. I mean, you see how quick and easy this is. Like, we're not breaking new ground here, right? I'm just giving you an example of how things should go. This is Thursday. Done. Okay, Thursday is done. Actually, this was Wednesday again. So we pulled up Wednesday again. So see, that's a good point right here. See this? See that why I always choose to do this? This is Wednesday again. What did I do? I went to Wednesday again. So I pulled this up on Wednesday. All right, so I still have Wednesday open. So let's go back here, put that in there, and let's put Wednesday back in, because now you see the prime reason why I label stuff, right? Another good reason why I label stuff. You know, not to say that, I mean, there's no right or wrong, whatever. Look, we're all people. We all do things our own way. This is Thursday. So, I mean, but when it comes down to it, like, there's things that can save you time, save you effort, save you like headache. And that's what I'm teaching. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm showing you what I do. Like, if it's good for you, great. If it's like you think it's just like it sucks, then don't do it. It's simple as that. I mean, like, we all aren't going to think and react the same way. I've just been doing logical, you know, programming for, you know, over 18 years. It just makes sense to me to do it a certain way. You know, I mean, like I say, I mean, just however you feel that it works best in your head, that's where you should be, because, you know, you're not gonna, obviously not gonna, you know, be where I'm at. Just I mean, if you follow what I do, you know, it would help you, but I'm not knocking anything. I mean, you could have better ideas than I do any given day of the week. I'm just showing you what I would do. Right, so we're going to keep all these. We're going to come down here. Now we're going to edit this. And I'm going to give you this flow, right? I'm going to give everybody these flows, right? Okay, so this is coming back up. This is going to kill this one. This is Tuesdays. So Tuesdays specials, lunch specials. And then again, we're going to grab. So we're going to come up here. We're going to grab our Tuesday lunch specials. We're going to come up here. We're going to edit that. We're going to throw in the little brackets. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy this and make it a little bit quicker. We're going to copy that and make it quicker. Copy that, make it quicker. Get rid of this. Again, move this up a little bit, right? Then we're going to come down here and get our bottom. because our bottom changes, right? Our dinner specials. So we're going to get the whole message because we need to close out the message too. And we're going to come in here and we're going to say our dinner specials and say, and our dinner specials, our dinner specials. So I like to separate this a little bit better. So you see where I'm headed with this, right? Each one of these can look a little bit better than what they are right now. My phone was vibrating. I don't know have no idea what that is. I get messages all day long, as we all do, right? So again, so come up here. We're gonna put that in there. Look at that. So what do we do in that scenario, right? What do we do when we just screw up? What do we do when we just screwed up? What do we do when we just screwed up? You can actually, I know there was a back button, but anyway, the good side to what we were doing is this is already like all of this is just about the same in each one of these, because we can just come in here and do that. We can just come in here and go, bam, and just change this to Wednesday. Done. Look at that. Done, 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 done. Now we still need to get our bottom message down here because that's what's important, because we still need to keep the bottom. I think the dinner specials all changed each day, and we're going to put and then kill that uppercase. So we got all of our prices and everything in there. Boom, done. So now we're on Wednesday, so we're on Thursday. So we'll come in here, grab this, and then actually these are all the same. So let's just do that. Let's just come in here, grab these first for the sake of time, and then we'll change the wording. So we'll grab these, change the wording from this to be Thursday. And then space that out a little bit. Come in here, grab this, right? Done and done. Okay. And, but if you're asking if they delete, do they have to delete the message? No, they do not have to delete the message. Like that, I understand where you're coming from for that point because you've seen what I did on the last video. So that's a very good question as far as that goes. But, you know, it's almost, it is that way, right? It's that easy. So again, so we're going to come down here. We're going to grab this because all their lunch specials were the same for every day. And that was the cool part. So again, boom, done, boom. All right, cool. So we got, this is the daily special. So this is the odd one out. The odd one out because this is out. This is all day Friday. They gave this special down here. So we're going to delete this one right here. Okay, so we're going to confirm that we're going to delete. Okay, so now we have Monday through Friday done. All right, so just keep that in mind. We're done. And this is just this easy. Come down here and we're going to change this to Saturday. Boom. Saturday. Done. All right, so get rid of this. And we want to come down here and see, want to get this message. Saturday. Get this message right here and hour. Done. And this would be our last one. Oh, we need to delete this message. Okay, so just that easy. So anyway, Sunday, and then get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. Done. All right, so cool. We got this. Now we'll get this done. And done. All right, so what have we done here? Right? What have we done? Boom. So I'm going to show you this. As I do, I'm going to show you this running so that this is not just a theory of operation. This is working. Again, so this can be made simpler because it doesn't have to be all spread out. So what you can do is you can take these and stack them on top of each other and just have it just like this. So it doesn't have to be as compact or as spread out as the other one. I still think it needs to be spread out a little bit just to kind of give it a little bit more room. But you see the way we're doing these. So I kind of want to bring it up and make it easier to read like this. And then come back up and then keep doing this, right? So again, this last one, and then we're going to do a test. So we're going to do a test and we're going to make sure that this thing works like a champ, because that's what we're doing, right? We're helping businesses. We're doing this stuff for people. We're making stuff happen, right? Stuff that wasn't happening for them, we're making stuff happen. Because it's about making relationships, man. It's about helping people. It's about doing things. And if we're not doing that, then what are we doing, right? Right? If you're always worried about yourself, you're not going to get too far in life. So if you're worried about helping others and you just go and feed forward, your business is going to get a lot better. Guarantee it. So now we're done. All right. So how are we going to do this, right? So we can I'm going to do a keyword. So you don't have to go to keywords. I'm going to go to keywords right here. I'm going to add a keyword. My keyword's going to be check specials. If I spelled specials right, that would be really like super. It's crazy. Okay, so check specials is one. What specials? So you can have this I'm just giving you a for instance, right? You can have this just like this. So we can do this. We can come down here and we're going to test it. And granted, I still have this pulled up on my phone, right? I had it pulled up on my phone. So we're going to see this live, right? And here we go. So it's going to pull up. It's going to actually, let's see right here. Sorry, let's see. Yeah, so there's a daily specials pulling up, right? There's a daily special. Say we want to check Wednesday. It's going to come in and then it's going to select Wednesday, right? So then it's going to come in and select, because we have a nice flow through our process. It's going to give us our Wednesday topics, right? So this is Wednesday's topics. Now, what we can do to add to this even further, right, is we can come back on each one of these and we can add a little bit more to them. We can say, okay, so each one of these, I'm going to continue. Each one of these, I'm going to go ahead and continue one thing at a time, right? Remember, one thing at a time. Don't get too stretched out because you're going to forget something, right? Focus. Like this is crazy. Like I can't teach that enough. In my podcast, I talk about that all the time. Staying focused, right? How to stay focused. Okay, so each one of these are going to come down to a message. And that message is going to be, did you want to check another day's specials? Right? So you can easily do that. If they say yes, which they could say yes, or they could say no, I'm good. So they can either answer those two. And then what we're going to do right here is we're going to say, no, I'm good. We're just going to answer with another one. We're just going to say, great. See you when we'll have the along with great service, because they do actually have great service. They have great service. I can't talk more highly about them. So if they say no, then good. Like that's what they do. And then if they say yes, we're just going to link back to here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these back to here. What I want to do too is add a small delay in here, because that's what we do. We just add delays. We're going to add a delay in here. Boom, done. Okay, so now we're going to come down here and we're going to add, each one of these are going to connect over to here, because no matter what, they could be checking like multiple days. They could just say whatever. They could say, I want to check Friday, I want to check Monday, I want to check Tuesday, I want to check Wednesday, I want to check all the days. Whatever, give them options. Like literally, we just built a solid answer to what you asked right there. So now we can preview again. I'm going to preview again. Okay, it's going to give me my days. I'm going to say Monday. Okay, so just test the system. Just make sure it works, right? And then we're going to give Monday. So that's what we're doing. It's going to give Monday. And then what it's going to do is going to carry over, and it's going to say, hey, did you want to check another day? If I say yes, guess what? It's going to loop back around. It's going to check another day. So this gives you the ability to do that. I'm just like showing you, for instance, like building onto a, another thing that you already have, right? So it's very simple. And again, this is very helpful to do, right? So, and I know I keep flopping back, but I'm just showing you that this stuff works, right? Next time we'll do like, I don't know, whatever we do, Saturday or whatever. It doesn't matter what day you do, it's going to pick the right day. If I say yes again, it's going to keep going. You see this works, and it's just, you see how fluent and easy this is. Now I'm going to pick Saturday. Done. Now it's going to show me Saturdays, right? So again, this is what you do. This is how you can function and get it done and it just literally, I'm going to give you this flow too. I'm going to give you this flow. I'm going to link it below. You can tie it together however you want to. You can tie it in your bot. You literally, I'm giving you 2 flows to build for a bot for a business right now. Like you can't not just go ahead and do this and get your foot in the door, and then if I say, no, I'm good, we're just going to finish the conversation right there. No, I'm good. It's going to say, great. Now, again, what I would do is I would have a little delay in here because I noticed that when I was testing, I didn't have a delay in the no, I'm good. And that's it. That's as simple as that is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down and I'm going to back out one. I'm going to come down and I'm going to share the flow. I'm going to share this flow. I come down, share the flow, I copy it. I'm going to come over here to my link tool that I use, right? And I'm going to give you the ability to get the flow. It's just that simple. So while I'm doing that, right, because it just seems like I got too many browsers open right now. While I'm doing that, what I'm going to do is, okay, so that is how you do that. So hopefully that answered your question, Chris. I wanted to make sure we did that because I was going to do another Facebook or another YouTube live for something else, but I wanted to answer your question because it is a valid question. So as soon as this gets published, I will put a link below for that flow that we just built so that you can have that one as well. So this is the reason I have this channel, so that again, we're giving you something so that you can give to another business. You can get your foot in the door. You don't have to charge them anything. You can just give it to them, get your foot in the door, and grow and get that relationship going again. Because the more you help people, the more the word's going to spread, and then your business is going to get better. And you're going to, it's a win-win for everybody. It works, man. I'm just telling you, I've done it time and time again. I'm literally building a flow for Rhinehart right now. I have never talk to them about building flows for them at all. But if they see this YouTube video and they want this flow, they want me to actually give it to them for their chat bot, for their specific Facebook page, I'm going to give it to them because it's already built for I mean, literally it's built for them. So all I'm going to do is say, here, go ahead. I'm going to, like, there's no problem. Like, I'm not going to charge them for it. I'm not going to do anything for it. Literally, I eat there all the time. So it's just being like I said, getting your foot in the door and helping people. And then the owner starts getting more business. And then they say, hey, they talk to the next person. They go to the county meeting, or they go to the Chamber of Commerce. They start talking about how great this new thing is that they got and how it's helping their business. Again, then you get in that conversation. Again, that's how things work. It's how businesses grow and blossom. And I'm giving you the opportunity to do that. So now, further ado, I'm gonna make this link real quick, put it in the comments below, and we'll see you guys on the very next one. All right.